Hello, my name is Alejandro Garcia Maynez and welcome to a new video of Sociology. Today we are going to talk about sociology and law and how the sociology and law is related between them. So we have to check out two terms very important in the sociology related with the law. These two differences are the legitimacy and the legality. Uh, the second one, the legality, has the power and it's divided in three different levels. These levels are related with how the legitimacy is giving us a response on the society. The second one is legitimacy, that it's related with beliefs, with ideology, with values, and um, these 3 points are established to normalize the law, to punish with the law, and to present the law. The legitimacy it's related to the cultural character. Um, it is related to law and speeches. It determines sometimes certain politics that we have on society, and sometimes we can find like another characteristic that it's usually manipulate and have a different interpretation in the society. These characteristics of legitimacy, it's that sometimes it is not rational and sometimes it's irrational. They can be verified and they can be in present, or they cannot have present. Like a review of this lesson, or these situations and differences between legality and legitimacy, uh, it's defined by the sociology of law, and given a review to this, we can put a lot of examples here. Like in legality, we have sources, we have the directly power of the government to create law, to punish with the law, and to make the law come true into the society and apply it to society. So in order to understand the legitimacy, it have a lot of difference. I was thinking to compare. Maybe it's bad to do this comparison with to make these differences between these two meanings between legality and legitimacy, that can permit us to understand like what happened with the ego and the alter. Imagine that the ego it's the legality and the alter it's the legitimacy. Well, the ego it's going to function like these things that I have been created by myself, or I think about myself, and the alter is going to have a directly rupture with the ego, and then we will understand that legitimacy have some alter and some ego in each part. The same happens with the legality. So um, I don't want you to confuse in this part because legality it's one thing and legitimacy it's another thing. Um, like an example, here in Mexico, we have someday in the past we had a president that um, was on the political right and another candidate that was in the political left. So um, the thing here is that um, the legal president was the one who was elected, but the legitimate president was the one who was not elected, but the people thought uh, that someone void elections or do something wrong when they start to count the votes and then said they are not the real president. So these are the two differences between something that is legal and something that has legitimacy. So this is basically how the law is related with the sociology. But this is not just the only one example how we can apply the sociology with the law. Another examples are related to the power and how the power is applied to society. So um, sometimes we have, if we make a review to these different concepts that are writing in some books, maybe we can understand more how the correlationship between the sociology and the law. So um, the paper of the sociology is just related to the to understanding how the society is reacting to the laws that are established by the government, established by the state, and uh, how really does the laws or the constitution it's applied to the society. So, sometimes we can see the new reforms are some people feeling uncomfortable with the new reforms that are established under government. So then we have to take a review into the sociology for understanding these differences of ideology that we have. So when we are talking about ideology, we are talking about believings. We can apply the legitimacy to this meaning, but the legality is just what really the government is saying or is establishing related uh, to an ethic or to a moral that they thought they the establishment of new laws are well applied to the society, but the reaction of the people, the reaction of their country that it's in the in a city particularly or some regions of the country will have another reaction. Then when this reaction it's um, once again like example we are seeing all this on the media, then these people or the one that it's representing this legitimacy, it's going to have more acceptation by the people that thinks he really has legitimacy. So when we have, like example, another president that maybe is not doing his job good, then his legitimacy it's going to be into a lower level because the people usually think he's not good a president. I'm not talking about any particular president, just in general, when the people it's talking on a good president. If we go to other countries that maybe the president is very good in his job, he's given good results to their people and all of this, then we will find out that his legitimacy it's going to be over uh, or more yes upper or into a status or into a level that it's bigger or best than the other presidents that have um, a lower legitimacy because obviously they are going to vote that the president to the president that it's throwing good results to her country. So that's it's really what is the difference between legality and between legitimacy. So now the sociology it's applied to explain how the three principal powers that we have in in any state or almost any state in the country. Uh, Almost all the countries, the powers are divided in three. So there are some exceptions that I don't really know by now which countries do not have are not represented by these uh, three powers. That it's the juridic power, the executive power, and the ones who gives these legal terms to the constitution or to the things that are represented first that the power that it would accept if the law is going to enter to the society or it's not going to enter to the society. So if you can add some definition or something you are not agree with my explanation that I have given here, please let me know and I will correct if I was wrong in something. So, but by now that it's really what we understand about sociology and law. So, um, I would like to conclude these ideas that I have been teaching you in this video because I feel that it's very important you to have these two explanations for then you to understand how the three different powers um, that structure a state, that structure a country work. So, by the way, I was looking in the class, in one class on the university, how the levels of the rights uh, are um, are accomplished to this to the accomplished or how good is the right in each country. So we have in Mexico we have certainly really bad results because the rights, the human rights, a lot of things related to the rights and related to the law and to the state are not well being respected, because we have a graphic that it's called like a spider. So um, I don't have here like a graphic that I can show you. Uh, this is how we see Mexico. This is how we see Australia, Sweden, Norway. Sorry, but I have certainly now I have a review of what did I saw in this in these graphics. So almost Mexico is compared to Afghanistan if we talk about the level of the law, of the respect to the state and to the rights, to the human rights, to the security. So I would not like to offend any country, but like a Mexican, I can told you that we saw really a big differences when we look to the in the media that in Afghanistan they have a lot of conflicts, of they have war, of they have different violence. So we have violence too in Mexico, but it's different. It's not like we are seeing bombs or something like that. Um, but seeing the graphics, I have never thought that our country it's really has a mess on on the rights, and it really has a mess on the security and a lot of parts. So if we compare to another countries, well, maybe we can say that Mexico is not too bad in when we talk about how much the people is respecting the law. But if we go to Norway, if we go to Switzerland, or if we go to Sweden, we can have a contrast very big because we are we look that it really have a big difference, because in these countries they are respecting more the law, they are respecting more the state. So this is what we do in sociology, to analyze the statics of what is happening in the countries, and how much these countries are respecting the law. So we can see in sociology that how much um, these rights they teach us really they teach us how to do the laws based on the society. Because if maybe I would not like to offend any lawyer or anyone that is related with doing laws, or any judge, but anything like that. But I think sociology it's very important to understand um, that first we have to analyze our society for then creating a law. Because if we start doing the law just because it was one idea that just passed throughout my mind, and then if I'm president and I decide to apply this law just because I thought it will be the best way to get to my country to start to grow up his economy, or to evade narco traffic, or to evade illegal drug commerce, or that it's the same, um, or maybe to do new programs to eradicate the poor people or something like that. or I established a law to evade that things, then I have to base on studies or to base in something for then creating the law. That's why sometimes in some governments of or certain countries, if your country is on the list, you will comment down there if your country is on the list. uh, they don't have uh, these good results because they didn't do a review of their society, how the society. So if I start to talk about taking into account the society, maybe people can thought that my political ideology it's democratic, but if I don't talk about including the society, it makes me Republican. But seeing the ideology, the political ideology, like democratic or republican or right or left, doesn't influence directly to the sociological analysis. It really influences into different way. So that's why they are sociologists that are not taking into account this part of or this review of the sciences or making law to their knowledge of the certainly things that their own minds are going to create. So by not confusing you in this idea, uh, we have this differentiation, like um, let me think on an example. um, uh, um, it's something, something that happens like maybe like a dream. So if you start to imagine a dream, this dream or the political application of this dream, it's not going to work like something political because it's a dream. So I think a dream doesn't have political terms. That dream just have like an ideology or an idea that you thought in some time. So this is how the things are working too in the sociology. Sometimes in sociology we have to obey the political terms for understand how to structure knowledge to the people. So that's why I recommend you to watch my video about the sociology of knowledge. I don't know if I have been created a video of sociology of knowledge because I was having another channel, but I deleted all that videos and then I'm making new videos. But if you can find the sociology of knowledge sociology, I will explain you maybe here in this video or later in another video. Well, like an introduction, the sociology of knowledge, it's in charge to uh, synthesize the information that uh, we have under our mind related to the old or the classic authors that we saw in sociology. I have a video of that, and how these classic authors are influenced on our way of thinking. So these different ways of thinking make us to understand what does the sociology is studying and how the sociology is going to be influenced by the laws. So another idea that I have, and we can mention another author, but I will not mention, but he is looking to the to the knowledge into different perspectives. Sometimes he gives the formula. By the way, I have a video that talks about, I think it's capital, that talk about the formula n plus 4, that you can search it down there in my other videos. This formula is going to explain to how the time can be divided into different fractions of time. So this author does exactly the same. He start he starts to divide or make some formulas to understand their own perspectives. So I remember another theory that our another study that he did is that the influence that we have on the on our education, it's related to how much studies does our parents had, so or have. Well, it's like if my parents have a degree, then that will makes me to study more and more and more. But if my parents do not have a degree, I mean, they are undergraduate or maybe have some college or maybe just have high school, uh, the results are going to be that maybe I would not study too much. So the first thing that the Union of American Sociologists, that I think uh, it exists really now, and maybe they will watch me. I don't know if I will have that privilege, but the thing that this author says is the analyst, the political analyst, saw and start to view to this author like he is against us, and uh, he's a witch, he don't believe, he's like a demon. So the thing here is that based on that studies, he have some formulas and he had some points of view that really throw the results that was a really truth, that that told us that we have a perspective that we that result really throws the information that if your parents have more studies, then you will have that same studies or something similar to that studies and that influence in the education. So this is just a review of what I saw today in my classes, and I would like to share it for you because I think if I'm not sharing it with you, um, I'm not doing my job as a sociologist, because something that was happening to me is when I take a lot of courses in different schools, like corruption, like human development, like writing, uh, oratory, or speeches courses. They told me, yes, I gave you these courses. I gave you the opportunity to have you in my courses. But what did you do with this information? Do you really make a project? Do you did a thesis, or uh, did you do something with this information? And I was like very nervous, saying, sorry, I didn't do anything without courses. I just have my paper that says I was in that course. So I was really thinking, what is the sense to have a paper that says that you take a course or you have a degree in something if you are not sharing that knowledge. So my way to share this knowledge it's making these videos. So that's why I feel very comfortable with the people that now it's looking to me, because it's a pleasure to have you watching my videos, and it's a pleasure reading your comments. And I'm not doing this like I'm going to be rich because uh, I'm making sociology videos and everybody will interest my sociology videos and will be addicted to sociology videos and will change their careers to the sociology if they are chemistries or they are biologists or they are studying mathematics. No, I'm just doing these videos because uh, I interest on involving the sociology to other science, like other many authors have been taking care about the situation. I'm taking care about it too, and I think it's my responsibility. So I think this is my conclusion about what you saw in my explanation and the sociology and law. I will be in touch with you to explain if I have more information about involving the sociology with the law, and I will teach it to you. So up to here, I think it's all, and thank you very much for watching. I will be doing more videos for you. I have a lot of homework to do by now. I'm really getting sometimes I am forgetting to do my homework because I'm making addicted to these videos and to show what I think, but I will do my homework by now. Thank you very much. Bye.